last week of the season, you guys played really well. You beat James Monroe, the number one team in the state. You beat Webster County, which was, I think, a top 5, top 3 team in the state at that time. Had to turn around and play them again, which obviously is a tough chore.
Yes.
But does that streak there at the end of the season, is that the way you guys can play over the course of the season, do you think? Did you just need to learn how to get over that hump?
Yes, definitely. Towards the end of the season is when we always start really having things to smoothen out for us. So we figure each other out very well at the end of the season and know each other's roles. And I think last year, towards the end of the season, that showed, and that's what happened. And played tough teams and played them very well. So,
do you feel that because of the teammates you have, you don't have to score all the time? I know, because it seems like sometimes you're happy to burn. If you can get a guy in a good spot for him to make a shot, you're going to do that. As I talked to your coach, I said maybe sometimes a little too unselfish.
Yes.
Instead of going ahead. Do you think that is a fair statement or no?
Yes. Yes, we have playmakers all over the floor, and that's what I always push to do is find the right guy and get the right shot. So if the extra pass is the right decision, then I'm gonna make that decision.
Do you? What would be a good stat line for you? I mean, is it 15, 7 assists and 6 rebounds, something like that?
Yeah.
Or 23 and 2?
I'd rather have the 15, 7, and 6.
Is that you think
Yes.
that's kind of the thing that you're capable of doing?
Yes. Yes.
Is
definitely.
1,000 points still? We talked about that last year. You said,
Yes.
I could have a shot. Obviously, nobody played enough games or
Yes.
really had enough. It wasn't normal. It wasn't a normal season. You were playing when baseball was going on. I mean, do you feel like
Yes, I
you'll get
feel
there?
like this year I could definitely hit that. So.
Is it a goal for you? I mean, is it something
Yes.
important for you?
Yes, definitely. That is my goal. Still want that state championship, though. So.
What about the last year? You could argue that this was competition-wise the toughest region in the state, in any region in the
Yes.
state, in any class. Again, it's going to be pretty tough with James Monroe returns Shad Savage. They return Eli Allen. It's a very good team down there. Webster County's got Rye Gadd, who played with you guys in the summer a
Yes.
little bit. Talk about this region and what you expect this year that way.
Yeah, this region is very tough. Us, Webster, and James Monroe, that's top 3 teams in the state right there. So, I mean, we're all competing each other to go to state. So, it's very tough to get there. And I wish it was different so we could all see each other in the tournament, but it is the way it is, and we just got to prepare.
It's so good that Greenbrier West was able to get there. They were another team, an outstanding
Yes.
team last year. You look around at that, and you know a lot of these guys. Is the competition? You played a lot of national type tournaments. Is the competition in this region, as far as high school goes, as good as you see generally? Now, granted, those are all-star type teams with everybody's best player,
Yeah.
so the competition isn't quite the same. But
Yes.
I mean, were teams playing each other, is it the same competition-wise? Not necessarily skill, but competition.
Oh yeah, it is. Most of the teams pretty equal in our region and section, so it basically comes down to who wants it more. So every team in the region and section, we all got playmakers on the team, each team. So basically comes down to who wants it more.
And your win over James Monroe, you had an incredible first half with 20 points, and I think they came out and maybe made some adjustments to slow that down a little bit. But was that as good a half of basketball as you played?
Yes. I would say that because it was my playmaking, my decisions in that game. I didn't really look to score that much, but it was there. It's what they gave me, so it's what ended up happening, and that we had a great half and a great game turnout. So, and it was senior night, so happy for the seniors on that night.
How long have you been down now with the injury? What was the injury, and how long has it kept you out so far?
I had the injury about 2 weeks ago, or a week or two ago, and something to do with my ligaments. I didn't tear no ligaments or anything, but it was like they said something about a stretch my ligaments, but I've been out for about a week and a half or so. Probably looking to get back on the court maybe in another week or two.
Your guys went ahead and won the Beckley Summer League, which is very hard to do. There's a lot of great teams there. You guys were able to beat Woodrow. Talk about those guys being able to do that. And I know it had to be hard for you not to play or watch, but I mean, you still part of the team and everything. But talk about their play there.
They played very well. They was in attack mode and from the start, and of course, playing Woodrow, I mean, that's our rival, and we do have friends at Woodrow, so it's always a competitive matchup every time we play them. And you could just tell they wanted it, and they wanted it more, and the end result showed.
What are your expectations for the team this year?
Just take my role as a leader and lead my team and lead us as far as we can, and hopefully win a state championship this year.
Do you have any new goals now, or new rituals, or do you do anything different for Dwayne before you go out there? Do you talk to him or say a little prayer to him? Or
yeah, I say a little prayer before every game, and I always warm up in one of his shirts, so it just makes me feel like Dwayne's always with me. So that's how I start every game: say a prayer and then throw on his shirt to warm up. So.
How many schools have you heard from so far because of the summer you've had? And the high school season you had over the last year or so? To now?
I've heard from Navy. I've heard from Concord. Just a few other schools,
Do you still have the offer from Wesleyan out there too?
Yes.
So you've got some options. Are you looking forward to that, or?
Oh yes, definitely. Just looking forward, my best decision. Whatever it comes down to, wherever I feel most comfortable of going. So we'll see probably in the next year or so.
All right. Hey, Kaden, I appreciate the time and good luck this season.
Thank you.